Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we're going to work on the version 2. Now, version 2 is a bit complex. Please listen to me when I'm explaining. So, upgrading to version 2 is on part 4 of your GitHub. So, not much changes, but a little bit of changes to be done on the deployment.yaml file. So now do remember that the version 2 has never been upgraded, so there is no way that we can do this without updating the YAML file. So you need to update the YAML file because we have never made Kubernetes aware of that there is a version 2. Now, Sterling, RU prod web deploy.yaml file is what you need to open. Once you've opened it, the first change you're going to do is like the version and the label needs to be changed to 2 because your pods will reflect this version. And as well as your image should be changed to version 2. Now, there are a few things which you should note while I apply this particular YAML file. There are things going to happen. You need to be fast enough, or you can always slow down the video and look at this in a slower way. But then this operation would take about like max 10 seconds for this to be completed. So a lot of faster items would move on here. So the one thing which you should note over here on the right side is your replica set. As you can see over here, you have only one replica set. There will be, when you apply it, there will be another replica set be created. As I told you on the previous video in terms of the architecture diagram, so I've explained you why we are having another replica set. Okay, if you haven't missed it, please go and verify that there. And then over here on this bottom screen, you will be looking at the pods and you can see the V1 pods getting terminated and the V2 pods getting created, but not, you won't see that 3 immediate pods will be created. You will be seeing one by one it will get created and then one by one it gets terminated. Now this is every 2 seconds, so we can make it every 1 second so that you can actually have some real-time view on things. But then to remember that this will go really fast. So always have a look at it and just you have option of rechecking this video again. Again, one more thing you will see on the right side is this particular item over here. So I'll be entering this particular for loop every 1 second, and then I'll be reading out that output to you guys. Okay. So again, none of this is taken in a screenshot or recorded. It's all done live. Like I've seen other trainings, the trainer takes a screenshot of it and explains it to you, which makes no purpose. How is it even real time if you explain or read from the screenshot, right? So I'm just trying to do it in real time. So please, ignore if there is any mistake or error over here. All right, going forward, I'm just gonna go on apply right now. kubectl apply FNF. And then I give the file name over here. So this is gonna, when I hit enter, you will immediately see the change over here, as in you will see a new replica set created, and you will see pods getting created over here as well. So let's hit it now. Let's try it. I'm just gonna hit this every 1 second. So you can see that here, you can see that there's some changes happening here. I'm just more concentrated on getting that, the output over here on the Nginx version. So now you are seeing that all in version 2 of Nginx over here. So this is very good. As you can see that your IP address has changed as well. And you see the version 2 where you have new IP address here as well. And in terms of replica set, there's a new replica set which was formed, and this particular replica set, the old one, is no more referred in the same way. And there is no pods in the old replica set. It's all moved to the newer one. Now, do remember that if you can go back to the video while this was going on, you were able to see the replica set over here was moving slowly. So it said 2 and then it said 1 and then become like 0 over here eventually. So likewise here also you saw new pods getting created and some pods getting terminated likewise. Now let's see what exactly happened, why I was more concentrated over here while running this for loop. As you can see over here, this is version 2, 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 version 2. Here also the same thing. I've been running it very often, I guess. So a lot of version 2s over here, that's good. Now here you see 2 version 2s, but one is missing, right? And here you see 2 version 2, one is missing, right? Again, 2 version 2s, one is missing. And here you see 2 version 2s and 2 version 1s over here. And here you see 2 version 2s and 2 version 2s, 2 version 1s over here. And same over here. So slowly you will see, version 1 over here. So likewise, there is a bit of a downtime, right? So what is if you refer the bit of a downtime when I told you what was missing or how many pods were missing on this downtime is one pod is always missing. So whenever the pod is missing, it is always that one pod is missing. It's not like 2 pods are missing or 3 pods are missing. It is always one pod is missing. Now you understand what we set here, right? So we have set this max and available as 1, saying that okay, so now you can have 1 pod as down, so which means that it tried to bring down 1 pod and you have always an available. Whenever there is a emptiness, it is always 1 which is missing, right? It's because it is transferring that particular pod across and it is trying to retrieve those data. Over here you can see that there are 4 pods running currently. So this is basically because of your max surge over here. Max surge allows you to have 4 pods instead of 3 as a desired value. So it's going beyond the desired value, having 4 pods. Now you must have seen on the previous videos in which in the replica set video only, where when we try to create another pod with the same label name, you can immediately see that it will never let you do that. And if you change the label name also, it creates another one immediately, right? But in this case, in this scenario, for more than 2 seconds, it allowed 4 pods to be running simultaneously under the same replica set. Or different replica set, doesn't matter. But under a deployment, let it for run. It's because you have set max surge as 1. So which means that plus 3 plus 1, so which is 4. So that's what is happening over here. So now you understood that how this particular upgrade worked, right? And what are the signs behind this? You can also do the replica set count over here. You can also see how it actually created this, deleted this pod. So this is basically the pods which is deleted in the old replica set. If you see the new replica set over here, I'm just copy pasting only the ID. You can see the creation of these 3 pods are mentioned only here. But then in this one, you have the deletion also of the 3 pods is also mentioned over here. So that's basically is the first thing I want to show you. And then in terms of the deployment, I wanted to show you that you can see the deployment is set to this 768 is the old one, is set to 3. And then there's a new one created which is set to 1, and then 768, the old one set from 2 to 2 from 3. So which means that it has reduced 1 as it has increased. The newer one has increased 1, it has reduced 1, and then you can see the newer one has from 1 it has gone to 2, and then you see the old one is reduced from 2 to 0, and this is where the downtime was. When it went from 2 to 0, right, it directly becomes 0 rather than 2 to 1. So this is where you got the downtime, and then the newer one got created from 2 to 3. So there was a little bit of downtime because of this activity over here. Now this our options gave that space for it to do this. Okay, so that's the problem. So do remember till here. So on the next video we will do something else, something crazy. We will do it and try to reduce the downtime after all. So you can see that all those definitions which we have made is over here, and we'll talk about more things on the next video. But before we go to the next video, I want to show you this command as well. So this is a new option over here in kube control which we have never seen before. It's called rollout. So this option lets you check the status. Let's just do a help. So this option is can be used for deployments, daemon set, and as well as the stateful state. And these are some of the options, like I told you, undo, right? So which is going to be rolling back. So that's one of the options. You can also check the status. You can restart a deployment. You can pause a deployment and unpause it again or resume it again. Likewise, you have multiple options over here. So you can give options like status here on deployment, and then you can just put the deployment name over here, and it says that the rollout has been successful, because that's what it did earlier as it did a rollout. And then you can, instead of status, you can put history over here as an option, and you can see that you have 2 revisions of history over here. According to the configuration, you can hold till about 10 of these revisions, and currently we have 2 of them. So if I want to hit undo, it's going to go back to version 1 over here. So that's what it's going to happen if I do undo right now. But then I want to do it to version 3 and then do undo for you guys. Thank you again for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.